Hey, what's happening, everybody? Welcome in a little extra edition of the Portland Winterhawks podcast live on, or not live, but on the 1080 The Fan YouTube page. I'm hanging out with Kyle Chizowski, the man who has turned into Connor McDavid in the postseason for the Portland Winterhawks. First off, buddy, the teeth, I mean, it's just looking great, dude. How intimidating is that on the ice when you just show up, no front teeth, man? Does it intimidate the opponents a little bit?
I don't know. It's definitely giving me the hockey player status, but I know a couple guys have said some stuff.
Walk me through, dude, that environment last night. I mean, you guys get the nice winning game too. You come back even up. The crowd, incredible. You guys get off to a great start. What was it like playing in that building last night?
Yeah, it was really fun. First home Western Conference final game for everyone on our team, so we loved it. It was really fun. It was a great battle. It was a hard game. They played well, and we did too. It was a fun game.
Hey, what was it like when you guys finally broke through? I mean, you scored that first goal of the series in game 2 after getting shut out in game 1. And it felt like from that moment on, it was kind of like an avalanche of offense that has just ensued after that. Did it feel like kind of a weight off the shoulders when you finally got that one to go in? And what was the reaction for you when you tipped that one in?
Yeah, it definitely was a weight off the shoulders. Ravensburgen was playing like elite, like a top goaltender in the league. So it was nice to get that first one because you could tell he had a good groove going. I think it was just a nice relief for the team, and it was something to build off of. We've been playing well, but we hadn't had a goal yet to show for it. So I think, yeah, getting that first one kind of opened up a little bit more relief for us, and then we kind of built off that.
Well, and then you mentioned, dude, like, you guys played, I thought, better than the final score indicated in game 1. If you didn't watch the game, you look up, hey, it's 5-0. It felt a lot closer to that than the final score. Did you guys have that feeling in the locker room of like, man, we couldn't find the back of the net. They got a couple of bounces, but it was an evenly matched game throughout?
Yeah, I would agree. I think they had the upper hand a little bit, but they were just, you could tell they were excited to play in their arena. And it was something they've been waiting for. They came out hot, and when you get a big start with your home crowd, that helps you out a lot. So that first goal by them was big, and it was tough to bounce back from that. It was impressive how well they played. It was a good battle.
Well, and then, I mean, you mentioned getting that first goal at home. You guys do that early last night. You jump on them quick. Was that kind of a focal point for you guys to make sure you capture the audience because you got that great crowd and getting it? You guys look like in the first 10 minutes of that game, man, you were shot out of a cannon.
Yeah, we were excited to get back home. Obviously, long bus trip. We were excited to get back into the VMC. We hadn't been here for two and a half weeks, so we wanted to kind of set the tone early, and it was a good start for us. It was a nice job seeing Marcus kind of have a good night.
Well, walk me through too. I mean, you mentioned the long bus trip. The schedule got to be just draining for you guys, where you play Friday, Saturday. I don't even know what time you guys showed up on Sunday. You got a day, and then you turn around and you got to play game 3. At least you get a rest day today, which kind of helps a little bit. But what was that? I mean, just how long was that bus ride? What did you do? Did you get any sleep? What was the last 48 hours like for you?
Yeah, we got to break it up on the way there, but then on the way back, obviously we left, like us and Prince George pulled right out of the rink and headed to Portland at the same time. So it was kind of funny seeing both of us leave at the same time. But yeah, you get on the bus, it's 10 o'clock and play a little bit of cards and then shut it down and try and sleep through the night and do as well as you can. And then it's nice, if you can get a couple hours of sleep and then wake up and you're already at the border. And then you get back Sunday. Obviously, you have some time off to reset, and then you're right back at it the next day.
Is that like flying though? Like when you wake up and you realize it's only like you think it's been like 4 hours, but you wake up and it's been like, all right, we've gone 6 miles, dude. I did not get much sleep there.
Yeah, that can be frustrating. I slept pretty decent actually, but I know that from times past, like having that overnight drive. And you're just laying there and it's 2:33 in the morning and you still have 5-6 hours to go. It can be demoralizing.
I love it, dude. I mean, on your note, like it's insane the offensive impact that you've had in the playoffs. Like you've really stepped up, man. The numbers that you put up, especially against Everett. And then obviously we mentioned the scoring the goal in game 2. Is it something where pucks are just finding you? You're just, what has gone into this? Because you've always been a great player, but it just seems like the offense has gone to the next level in the postseason, and it's been needed with some of the guys being out of the lineup, especially what's kind of got into your offensive game here in the postseason.
Yeah, like you said, obviously guys going down, you need different guys to step up, and I think that's kind of been something that's helped me out, give me a little bit more opportunity. And I really just think it's playing in the playoffs is so fun, but it's so gritty, and you got to be able to go to the net to score. I find that a lot of my game is based off around the net, hence why I'm missing 3 teeth. But yeah, pretty much. I mean, I just feel like that's where goals are getting scored in the playoffs, and I've been able to get lucky enough to bang a couple home there. But it's been no pretty goals. I mean, it's been all around the crease. It's been tough hockey. And a lot of our older guys are having really good playoff runs right now. So I think it's not just me. A lot of guys are stepping up their game.
I mean, you mentioned earlier too, Marcus, in the game that he had last night, a hat trick, at home, Western Conference Finals. What an awesome moment for him. How cool was that to see, and just the boost that he gave you guys in that game last night?
Yeah, that was awesome. Obviously, he kind of got his first in Prince George to kind of get the monkey off the back, and then a big game last night. It's cool to see different guys step up every game. I think that's what playoffs is about, is different guys every night kind of being the hero, and we've seen that throughout the run.
And now you mentioned losing the teeth there in the regular season. I'm sure people are curious and wondering, like, what's the plan here? Do you have like dentures? Are we putting new teeth in? Are you waiting till the off season? What is eating like? I need the inside out on what it is like missing the front teeth.
It's not as bad as it seems. I eat the same foods. I can still bite into a burger.
Okay.
But it's I got like the fake teeth that I can pop in when I'm going out in public. And it's not very noticeable. Like, it doesn't look like I'm missing teeth until I pull them out, and then people start freaking out. But I don't know what the plan is yet. I haven't really gone over. It's probably gonna have to stay like this if I'm still gonna play hockey. You can't really put in the new ones because it's a little bit dangerous. But
that's true.
I'm probably gonna be rocking this style for a decent amount of time.
I mean, it looks good, dude. It looks good. The type of player you are, it just kind of fits. Everything comes together. The synergy is great. You mentioned Prince George and kind of going into the conference finals and playing them those first couple of games. You guys had some incredibly tight battles with them in the regular season too. What is it matchup wise for those who are curious that don't maybe know a ton about Prince George? Like, what is matchup wise tough? What are some areas you guys have felt like maybe you found some success? And has the series kind of played out the way that you thought it would, maybe going into it so far?
Yeah, I think dating all the way back to Christmas time, you could tell that us and Prince George were starting to run away in the Western Conference, just points wise, and we were starting to find our groove with both teams. You could tell that there was a chance this would be the matchup in the Western Conference Finals, and it ended up being that. But they are, just a high-skilled team. They have a lot of talent up front. Their Ds are big, and they have two really good goaltenders. So, I mean, we knew going in it's going to take kind of a full lineup to beat them. And that's kind of what we've seen. In game one, they had, all four lines going, and they had scoring from their depth, and their goalie played good. And then vice versa, last night we had other guys step up. And I think that's kind of been the key to the series, is how well can your depth guys kind of pick up, the pieces and be a big hero. So on both sides of it, I think Prince George is looking to their depth to kind of out muscle us. And then on our side, we're hoping that we have the upper hand there.
How big of a boost was it having Luka back in the lineup last night? And then any carryover from the hit he took? How do we feel about that?
No, yeah, he's good. Feels good. He's smiling. He's happy. He didn't miss a beat. It's good to see him back.
Good to have him back in the lineup, and just the offensive impact that he's made all year. So let's get to the important stuff. How are we feeling about the Phillies right now?
Phillies are good. I haven't followed them as much. It seems like every time we got a game, they got a game, so we can't really watch them as much. But no, I know they're dialed. They're off to a good start. I think I saw a power ranking. They're like top 5, and I don't.
Okay.
Every start of the season, they're always like 500 team, not good. So finally, they're actually playing well. And with all the guys on our team who are Blue Jays fans, it's nice to have the upper edge on them because they're struggling.
I mean, it's a good sign that you can't follow baseball too closely right now, right? Like, you're a little preoccupied, so that's good. It's kind of like when you get me till close to the All-Star break, then you guys had a good season and you're playing a lot of postseason hockey, man. What was did you have any take on the fan incident in game 1? Nick and I talked about that a little bit yesterday. Some middle-aged dude trying to jump in and fight you guys. Like, what the hell is going on up there?
Yeah, I mean, that's just like playoffs in Canada, right? It's sold-out arenas. And their crowd's rowdy, man. They get going. They're loud. They build off their team's success. So obviously, when you're at 5-0, that crowd wants to really give it to you. And I thought it was cool. It's playoffs, man. It's awesome. It's cool seeing how interactive they are and how loud it got in there. I mean, that's kind of what you live for, is seeing that type of stuff. It was I thought nothing wrong with it. It's just playoffs.
Just normal playoff hockey behavior. On that note, though, I'm sure, you guys get home crowd buzzing last night. Great to be back in the barn. Is there a different level of feeling though when you go in there in game two, especially with the way the game one went? I'm sure that post game locker room scene on Saturday night was quite enjoyable.
Yeah, no, we knew that we wanted to get that split after that game one, and it was an important game too. Obviously, we knew they were going to come out as good as they did in game one, and they did. But obviously, yeah, that was a big win for us. It was exciting. It was nice. It was a better bus ride home after a win.
Now, how are you feeling about the Peaky Blinders hats? Is it like a good look on you? You feeling good? Good fit?
I think it was a good idea. I gotta say, me and Gabe came up with it, and it's been going well so far. See a lot of fans rocking it. Every guy on our team rocks it. So I think it's been a success so far.
Okay. Zakreski, I talked to him on the last pod. He was like, I just showed up. They told me I had to go buy a hat. He said he didn't have any say in it. So this was you and Gabe get the fashion wardrobe decision making. That's how it goes.
We studied it throughout the year, thought what would be the play for playoffs, and it was a leadership decision, and I think we came up with the right one.
I love it, dude. They look good. The hats look good. Let's get to you got obviously a day off today. What's the schedule like? Because it's been, I mean, you guys get in, as you mentioned, noon or whatever on Sunday, turn around next game. Now you get a day off. What's it kind of look like on a day off? What's everybody going through, getting ready for game 4 tomorrow night?
Yeah, really kind of just a refresh day, right? Get your body right, and a workout and some stretching, and just kind of a reset because we're going to be right back at it tomorrow. So just kind of get your body right.
Yeah, get everybody ready to go. Give me a couple of things that you guys are keying on. Don't let the cat too much out of the bag, but like what kind of some focal points? What are some of the keys that you're looking at? Put your broadcast hat on because you're going to take my job someday. You're broadcasting game 4, you're broadcasting game 5. What are Kyle Chazowski's keys to the game?
I mean, I would say it's the same as last game. Like a good start is really kind of what we're going to try and key in on, and then you kind of go from there. But obviously you don't want to think too far ahead of the game. I think just our plan is how well can we come out, start the game, and we know they'll be ready too. So it's gonna be an awesome game.
Well, congrats, dude, on the win and your success in the playoffs. I go back, Nick and I called that first game on TV, and you guys, it wasn't a great start to the postseason all the way back in game 1 and round 1, but you were somebody that stood out immediately of like, all right, this dude's ready to go. He's playing gritty, tough, hot. He's winning battles along the boards. Like he's dialed in. And so your postseason run has been awesome. You're a big reason why the Hawks are where they're at, man. Congrats on the win last night. Can't wait to see how game 4 and game 5 go. And best of luck, dude. I really appreciate it.
Appreciate it, man. This was awesome. Thanks for checking in.